In this video, you're going to actually see the interview. It's not only audio, but it's also visual. And I've divided this interview into 4 parts. Each part is between 1 and 2 minutes. And each one has a specific task for you to do. I want you to write down your answers so you can really think about it and have concrete answers. At the end of each part, I'll remind you that you can go back and listen to that part again. Listen to each part as many times as you need to answer the question. And remember, these are comprehension questions. I'm asking you questions to make sure that you understand the flow of the conversation. Let's start with the first task. In this section, I'd like you to listen for 3 specific topics and 3 specific questions. What advantages does Brendan say Conor has? What advantages does Brendan say Conor has? 2, does Mauro agree or disagree? And how does he do this? And then, how does Brandon agree or disagree with Mauro? A little hint, listen for the small details, the small words within the conversation. Listen a couple times if you need to. Let's go.
But what's going to happen is it's going to be super awkward. How long is it going to take Floyd to download this database? Because he's going to download it. He's going to download
it. The modus operandi for Floyd is always to take a round or two, collect that data, and then use it against you. Against a guy like Conor, I almost think because this is taking place in a vacuum, Brendan, I believe that Floyd is going to be very emboldened to maybe even go for the knockout. I think, to be honest, to save face.
In what world?
He has to knock Conor McGregor out.
So he's going to be the aggressor now?
I don't think he's going to be the aggressor. They're both. That's the other thing. Conor McGregor's a counter striker.
He is, but he can go forward too, and he also hits like a Mack truck.
So you think Conor McGregor will actually land punches on Floyd Mayweather?
I guarantee you, Mauro. I guarantee
you.
So,
okay,
he wins rounds.
How does he do this? And from your perspective, I know you're a big boxing guy too, and you're not just here to be the MMA guy. This is a boxing fight, so tell me why you think, or what is it going to take for Conor to win rounds?
Skip Bayless take where I'm just doing this to attract fans. I legitimately think Conor is going to come out. He's going to show Floyd something he's never seen. He's the bigger guy. He's faster. He just has this awkward style. So for Floyd, it's about adapting to that style in live time. He's never seen this before.
Okay, great. Now in this section, these two again are going to disagree about something specifically. What specific thing do they disagree with in this video? How do they disagree? What words do they use to disagree? And what do they agree about? They agree about something as well. What is it? Let's listen.
You think that Floyd Mayweather, now being out of the sport for a couple years now at 40, is going to be that much slower, and his reflexes are going to be that much rusty that I seriously think even in the pocket, he's still able to avoid Conor McGregor. I really do. I think Conor McGregor will attempt to pressure, will attempt to lunge in, put himself off balance, and get caught. I love the fact you're so convinced that Conor, and I know I trust you. I respect your opinion. Yeah. You've got one of the best podcasts out there. But it really, I need to know more as to why, because I can't, for the life of me, I study tape. I try to just look at the striking. The one thing that's impressed me with Conor is here's a guy who less than 5 years ago was living on welfare and yet has believed in visualization, manifestation to bring himself here to the richest fight in combat sports history. I will say hats off and a round of applause to what his mindset is. I know he will not be beaten by the mental aspect. I just don't think you can't put a neophyte, professional debut, against one of the best of all time.
Let me ask you this, Mark. You think he's never done boxing? You think it's the first time?
I have seen tape of him doing boxing, and it didn't look good.
Oh, so that boxing tape, that was at my home gym. You know how that went down? Conor went there just to loosen up, mess around.
Yeah, but there was tape in Ireland, too.
Thank you for that. In this video, in this section, we're going to listen to 3 things. What does Brennan like about Floyd? Mauro asked him this specific question. What does Brendan like about Floyd? How does Mauro agree? And I'm looking for specific words because I want you to learn them. What specific words does he use to agree? And how does he disagree? What specific words does he use to disagree? Let's listen.
What do you like about Floyd Mayweather? What makes him dangerous even now?
What I like about Floyd is he does boxing the way it should be done, with not getting hit. The point of boxing is not to get hit. So that's why he's the best of all time. He never gets hit. That's great. He takes no risk. No risk. He has 0 risk. When you fight a guy like Conor McGregor who believes he can knock him out, has the power to knock him out, he's the bigger guy, he's the faster guy, he's the awkward guy, and you have all this self-belief, and you have the nation of Ireland behind you, I'll take that, man.
There are a lot
I will
of purists.
take that against a guy who's 40, who's just doing it for the money,
But
right?
again,
And has issues with his hands.
but still a guy
I'll
who
take
was
my chances.
pound for pound, and
4 years ago.
well, yeah, okay, now.
And finally, in this section, what is Brendan Schaub's prediction? Mauro asked him for a prediction. What is it? What is Brendan Schaub's prediction for this fight? Mauro also says his prediction for the fight, but it's not obvious. So listen carefully. How does Mauro give his prediction for this fight? And then finally, how does Brendan respond? So let's listen. Listen as many times as you need, and I'll see you in the answers video.
Conor, to me, has already won. I predict Conor's won the most painful lottery in history.
Painful?
Yeah, because he's
How
going to
so?
get hurt.
Oh,
he's going
my
to get
God.
hit, but he's going to
Oh, my
make
God.
huge money. Conor McGregor's won the most painful
How dare you?
lottery in history.
Floyd can barely make a fist. His hands are so screwed, and he's 40.
Okay, so what's your ultimate prediction then? Goes the distance?
So if there's a finish in the first
Man,
6
goes the
rounds,
distance,
if
it's a
there's
win.
a finish in the first 6 rounds,
Yep.
it's Conor knocking Floyd out. If it goes the distance, Floyd Mayweather wins by decision. It's a win-win for Floyd.
What happens when Mayweather knocks him out? What happens? What
It's
is
not
that?
happening. I can't
But
even
when it
envision
happens,
that.
what happens?
It's not happening.
They've sent in the clowns. The circus is coming. It is the money fight. What promises to be the richest fight in combat sports history. Floyd Mayweather coming out of retirement at 49-0 in his 50th outing against the biggest star in UFC history, Conor McGregor, in his professional boxing debut. It's 154 pounds, 12 3-minute rounds, 10-ounce gloves. It goes down Saturday, August 26, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on Showtime pay-per-view. Brendan Schaub, ladies and gentlemen.
If you want to check your answers and you like this type of exercise, sign up for the complete course below. You'll have interactive listening videos like this one, plus an e-workbook with all of the exercises inside.